Hi, my name is Jerry with Christian Preppers, and in this video, we are going to talk about what I believe is probably the best sort of prepper contractor survival light that's on the market for the money. I don't think I buy a lot of lights. I have Surefire, I have Phoenix, I have different things for tactical purposes. I have had every flashlight that you could imagine that a contractor could buy. I just buy flashlights. I'm that dude that sees a flashlight and buys it. I like to test them out, but I have this one stays on top. I have never found a flashlight. It was a wee bit more expensive when I bought it, but I seen it on Amazon. It's now $49.99 for 50 bucks. I don't believe, and this is a challenge to anyone out there, if you can find a better flashlight for 50 bucks than this Nebo Slide King, please tell me. Please drop a comment, let me know about it, because I would take that challenge. I don't believe there is a better flashlight for $50 anywhere on the planet. This thing has been absolutely amazing. I bought this for going to Ukraine a little over 3.5 years ago. It's still on the same battery. This thing stays lit for hours. It's just been an amazing flashlight. It's got some different features where I can open this up for a narrower beam. I can close it down if I want a wide beam. It has it's a rechargeable flashlight. It's got the USB-C charging port, which is awesome because virtually everything is USB-C now. So it's easy. It's got this really nice rubber grip for holding on to. It's got the wrist strap, which I actually use all the time. I recently just used it. I was looking into a well for debris. And when I was looking into the well, I just want to make sure that if something happened and I went to grab, I slipped or whatever else, I want to support myself, that I'm not dropping the flashlight in. I actually do use a wrist support on a lot of different items. It's got this sort of castling effect on the top that, God forbid, you ever wanted to use it as a self-defense tool. And I teach women self-defense. And when I teach hammer fist. I teach that for a woman to get into practicing hammer fist. And the reason why I teach that is because women's nervous systems are different. And I know that there's definitely a lot of women out there and they're pretty aggressive and they don't mind tangling with men, but that's not the average woman. So for instance, statistically, women would not defend themselves with a knife unless it's literally like their husband or a boyfriend. They have to be somewhat emotionally connected to overcome the sort of nervous system restraints that they would have on actually using a knife on someone. So to teach them hammer fist though, and have them just keep building up that muscle memory, now you can put something into their hand and they'll go through that motion. So they'll go through that motion. So I like flashlights because you can just light it up, put it in someone's face, light it up, and then disorientate them. And then of course you can have something like a tactical pen, which you could have a lady carry or whatever the case is and keep it in their hand, and then they've got that same motion of hammer fist that they've practiced. So flashlights are actually a really good self-defense tool. I'm going to have another video on the #1 self-defense tool, which actually is a flashlight. A lot of people would think it's something else. It's statistically it's a flashlight. That's a different video. So in this one, I want to share a story of how this in a real life situation for this light that I just absolutely love, how it helped me. So when I was going to North Carolina, so I'm doing a prepper type thing, I'm going out to North Carolina to help out there after Helene, and my truck broke down. So I'm stuck on the side of I-90, a major freeway here in the Pacific Northwest, and these semis are just blowing by. And the trailer is rocking. The trailer's packed with supplies, but it's rocking really good anyway. The truck is rocking. Me and the guy that I was with, we're on the side of the road, and every once in a while we're getting hit with debris, small bits of debris and grit, because these trucks are just creating such a draft as they go by at 70, 75 miles an hour. And it was a wee bit scary. So whenever I broke down, it was daylight, so I wasn't really worried about the flashlight thing, and I was going to try to diagnose the problem in my truck, see if I could get it fixed on the side of the road. And then as it turned to dusk and then it got dark, I realized that I needed to get my flares. Well, I couldn't find my flares. They were buried under a whole bunch of other stuff. So one of the really awesome things about this Nebo Slide King is it has this feature. You just slide it open and you've got essentially the shop light. But then you push the power button and you get this solid red light. You push it again and you get this flashing red light. So I set this thing up with the flashing red light so that I could set it out just to let these trucks know that we're on the side of the road. And I really am happy that I had this. because I've seen so many videos of traffic accidents where people just plow into people on the side of the road. Everyone's probably seen that cop video, right? Where he parks and then the next thing is his car gets plowed into and he's kind of jumping over the guardrail and stuff like that. So maybe I've watched one too many YouTube videos of people getting in the side of the road, but I started to get really nervous about how fast these semis were going by and how late they waited to change into another lane, and how some of them came very close to my truck and trailer, even though I pulled off the side of the road as much as I could. Having that strobe flashlight, that red light, just helped give me that extra sense of confidence. And I know about how bright that flashing red light is, that it really warns people better, because I was able to walk down the road and set this probably about, I think I put it about 100, 120 feet back behind my truck, just to help get that little bit of extra warning and buy my time. And just couldn't, oh my goodness. Here's a challenge. It, it has this USB-C port, super common. It's a 2K, so it's a 2000 lumen light, as far as I know. I'm not exactly sure what the 2K stands for, but I don't know. I would think it's more than 2000 lumens, but that's probably what it stands for. It's got this magnetic base, so when I was working on my truck, until I figured out I was going to go get my flares, I had this thing sticking to the hood. It's surprisingly good. And when you buy this, if you were to buy this, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I have 187 subscribers. Who in their right mind is going to sponsor someone with 187 subscribers? I'm recommending, I want you guys to know what I consider is a really good purchase. That if you ever need something in a some kind of civil unrest or significant event, or what people call the crap hitting the fan, I don't want you going to something that doesn't work, some kind of cheap thing, or something that's just not going to be very good. This thing has been to Ukraine with me, it's been to Israel with me, it's been to North Carolina with me, and I use it virtually every day as a contractor, just at work. I love this thing. I literally just could not promote this Nebo Slide King. I just couldn't promote this flashlight any better for people who are out there just looking to get good tools and good equipment for their kit. Like I said, this is not a promotional video. I'm not getting paid for it. I don't get any kickback or anything for this. I'm just wanting you guys to have really good kit and good gear. I'm a flashlight guy. I buy flashlights all the time. Like, I can barely walk past a flashlight without buying it. I have some really good flashlights. I have Surefire, Phoenix. I have some nice lights for a tactical purpose, but for an everyday light, Nebo Slide King, you got to check it out. $49.95, I think, on Amazon. You will not regret it. This is one of the most solid, best made lights. The original battery. Just, you got to get it. God bless. Thanks for checking out my video.